Why are you playing a war
here's my
game
question
right
to
now?
you.
We're trying to chill with you. Literally, this is the shit that's happening to me. And dude, at the same time, Hector's going through the same shit. Sorry, I name dropped him. He's going through the same shit. Like, legitimately going through the same shit. So Brock and I are fucking like sitting there, and we come back, and I'm like, dude, are you like? I texted him. I was like, are you okay now? Because that's when I got like my mind clicked. I was like, oh fuck, they're right. So like I sat up, and I texted him, and I was like, dude, are you okay? Like we should play something fun, like Sea of Thieves. And he was like, bet. I'll be back.
I would not play video games on it, but that's me personally.
Well,
like,
the whole plan was to do it. I had microdosed it before, but the whole plan was to do it and then play a video game all night.
Yeah, clearly you fucked up with your dosing though, because good God, sir, like you are a smaller guy, okay? And if you're taking that much, that is a significant amount.
I'm going to tell you something right now.
So
I don't think I fucked up because I think the problem was Call of Duty and the person that we were playing with because he was bitching the entire time. And then that's when he kicked in. After that, trust me, I can handle shit. But after that initial thing, when I saw them and they were like, nah, bro, we should have played this fucking shit. We hop on Sea of Thieves. We get on the boat. We pull the anchor up. None of us drop the sails. So it's just me and Hector for like 3 hours, bro. Like 2 or 3 hours. We're just cracking the fuck up. Like just looking at the beauty of the game, doing emotes, playing Bosun Bill, just having so much fun. And it literally became like one of the best times we've ever fucking had. Like it was right. It told me, it was like, no, you should have fucking played Sea of Thieves.
Because that's what you needed at the time.
Yes, and they literally told me.
Let me ask you guys.
They literally told me to play Sea of Thieves. So I'm just saying, like, there is interdimensional.
I'd like to answer the question at some point.
Yes, I'm sorry.
But go ahead, Roman. You had something first.
Actually,
sorry, I have to tell that story.
No, that's a wild story. I'll tell mine here in a second.
So actually, I was gonna ask you both because I don't know if this ties in, but so when because I've never done them. Like I've never done like how do I say this? Extracurricular.
So
yeah, you've never had a head change on anything. So yeah, I understand.
Never had an ego.
Exactly. So my question to you guys is: do you think that the stuff that you see is you guys tapping into another dimension, like opening up your third eye?
I do.
The reason why I brought it up as a possibility was because I had pretty profound experiences, or at least for me personally. Obviously, it would feel profound to yourself, but like I've almost never played games. Like I've done it 3 or 4 times, and for me personally, the thing is that I only played games one time, and I was like, man, this sucks, and I just like stopped because like it wasn't doing what it needed to do for me. Is the best way I can describe that. But so. Yeah, I mean, it depends on person to person, and in addition to that, like it'll be something that's wholly unique to you is the best way I can describe that. Like the best thing to do would be to like slow into it. Don't do a fucking heroic dose like this guy over here. But the thing is,
dude, I had already done acid over 40 times at that point.
Yeah, I know, but acid's not the same thing, though, bro.
You're correct. I figured that out that night.
It's all different. Okay.
What I'm saying is, like, our whole plan was to game, and then my best friend ended up joining. My best friend at the time, I should say, ended up joining, and it was his birthday, and he joined part of the crew, and bro, he was fucking lit. Like, not off of anything else. He was just like drunk. Like, he turned 21, I think. And dude, he just joins in with Russian dubstep playing. And he goes, "What is good, brothers? We shall control the 7 seas for Like, you know, he just fucking comes in, like, like, dude, he just, we were like, no fucking way, this motherfucker's here right now, and he didn't know we were lit either. It was fucking great. That ended up being one of the most fun times I've ever had on Xbox. And it sounds like I'm an advocate for it right now, and I'm not. But
I mean, I'm an advocate in certain situations, not like you. That's for sure.
Well, that's the only time I've really. That's the only time I've really gamed, like just for like. Other than that, I mean, that night when we all got off, I think I binged all of Akame Ga Kill on my come down.
That's very, very funny. Anyway, like that's a funny thing. I'll tell you offline about that sometime, about Akame Ga Kill and something similar to that. Anyway, Roman, one day we'll have you watch that show. But
yes.
To answer, you know, again, a little bit more on mine, yeah, I think that there is something tied to it. It's just, you know, it has to do with what consciousness is. You have to start asking a lot of different questions about the mind and about your perception of reality and what grants you the ability to have like free will and stuff like that. Like, how does that work in with any divine, you know, as far as like God and stuff like that. There's a lot of multifaceted ways to look at it, but I think that that's probably the closer thing that would be real because, you know, so for example, one of the things in that video that you were having us watch, and this is just to illustrate my point on it, was a guy that was doing remote sensing, right? And so the whole idea is that if you can take your mind and put it in someplace else,
so I'm very skeptical about that.
Exactly, but that whole idea would be very similar to an alien somewhere else, you know, because they can't necessarily traverse the stars, but mentally they could traverse and go somewhere, and they would like come across over here and stuff, you know. So that ties in with paranormal shit too, and you know whatnot.
Talking about the remote viewing for a second, because that actually does tie into the homework.
I'm gonna grab my beer real quick. Continue.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. Roman, by the way, I sent you clips.
I know. They're already in here.
Oh, are they? Play one.
I got you.
Pick one.
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm kind of retarded. In that... Go
ahead. Play the other one.
So you want to talk about what the real controllers of the Greys are? It looks like Sauron.
Have you ever had a significant head injury?
That's a valid question to ask old Alex Jones in that case.
Wait, I got one more. I gotta mute myself. Hold on.
I cannot believe that, you know, back in the day, Jimmy Dore spat on Alex Jones. It's some crazy shit. But
I mean,
yeah,
Jimmy Dore. I don't want to get into that, but yeah. Anyway, so that I think it's related.
You also know about Jimmy Dore? I hate him now.
I mean, yeah, like I just know him to be a super big progressive on a lot of shit. And I'm pretty sure he had altercations regarding Tim and some other people multiple times, like Little Weasel, shit like that. So
I'll tell you real fast, actually, Jimmy Dore is on your side now.
Oh, well, that means he's just a fucking grifter then. I mean,
yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
Yeah. You want me to talk about paranormal?
No, but
because
I kind of wonder.
You're the guide.
Yeah, so I kind of wonder how many of these cases were people just like on shrooms or something. Like, I kind of wonder how many of these abductions were just people that were like high as hell or something.
So that is an aspect to it, but there is one other aspect to that. Jimmy Carter and at one of his rallies, and an entire group of people at said rally had a UFO experience. There was about 50 people there, plus Jimmy Carter and his team, and that is what made Jimmy Carter be very big into the UFO thing. After that, Reagan and his wife also had an abduction that they believe happened. They were supposed to be at a gala, And in a missing time period of 2.5 hours, they were gone. And their car was stopped. No gas was taken. It's not like they went anywhere farther. It's like their car just stopped on the highway, and they were gone. And they returned back. And they also reported headaches and other things after that moment. So it's not just people that are on drugs. I was completely fucking sober when I saw the UFO over my neighbor's house, and I will never fucking forget that. That shit is ingrained in my head. The voice that I heard speaking to me in my head, I will never fucking forget. And I know I wasn't dreaming because I checked 2 different fucking clocks. And they were different. I also had a fucking scar on my arm. This is a completely different thing. I'm not saying I was abducted. I'm just saying there was a burn mark 2/3 up my arm that was bubbled up, and it's gone now. Nothing there. My mom saw it. There's pictures of it. I have these pictures somewhere. Like nobody could explain it. I reached my arms into the back of the oven to see if it would even reach there. Like maybe I was sleepwalking and turned the oven on and reached in it. But why wouldn't there be burns on my hands and the rest of my arms? So it doesn't explain that shit. But I know what I fucking heard in my head, and it was a voice that sounded like the voice from Tron, where they speak like this. And it was in my fucking head, and it said, "Go back to sleep. You shouldn't be seeing this. You shouldn't be here. Go back to sleep. You shouldn't be seeing this." I was wide awake because a light fucking flashed into my room, and I was like, "What the fuck?" I was playing, I had been playing Xbox, and I had fallen asleep. Most likely around 2 o'clock. So I'd already been asleep for maybe 30 minutes because it was 2:43.
So,
and then the next thing I knew after this, I woke up at 4:32, 4:34, 4:34. 4:36. I woke up at 4:36, 2 hours of elapsed time, and I stood up. Everything was off in my room. Took my Xbox, so I clicked the button. It turned off. But the TV was off. The TV doesn't shut itself off. The TV was off, and everything else was good. My window was fine. Everything was fine. I walk into my bedroom, and as soon as I sit down on my bed, everything fucking came into my head immediately. And I've never had that experience in my life. And it was just like the voice, the vision, seeing the fucking saucer right there. My neighbor's backyard's lit up by LED lights in the middle of the fucking night. Me being confused as fuck as to why my room was so bright. Nobody else waking up. Me yelling, going, "What the fuck? Does anybody see this?" Nobody's answering. I'm just telling you what I saw.
Sure. And I don't discount that.
You tell time in your dreams. That's not possible. Your brain
because you're disassociated from reality in your dreams. So yeah, exactly. You're correct.
That's the one way that you can lucid dream. So when I saw the clocks, that's why I have timestamps. That's why I marked them in my head. When I was seeing this, I immediately looked at the clock to go, "What the fuck? Am I dreaming?" I thought I was fucking dreaming. And that's how I know I wasn't dreaming, because I saw the clocks. And dude, I'm getting chills thinking of it because that voice is fucking scary.
Sure. It would be.
What it was. I don't know what happened. I don't know why I had 2 hours of elapsed time. I don't know what the fuck happened. I'm not saying I was abducted. I don't even think that. I just think they knocked me the fuck out and maybe put a fucking chip in my arm. I don't know about that. But I'm just saying, why is there a fucking burn mark on my arm? Like bubbled. A bubbled up burn mark was on my arm the next day. That's fucking weird.
So I have a different approach to talk about this. Because I think, sorry, go ahead, man.
My mom goes, "Did you do that with a lighter?" And I said, "You can't do that with a lighter." I would have to sit there for minutes. I'd be screaming to do that with a lighter.
I mean, I've branded myself before. It does not take that long, to be honest with you.
Yeah, but it was no, dude. It would look like a slice. Like it was long. It was
Why did
long
you brand yourself?
Yeah, that's a knife. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. That's a hot knife.
Yeah, exactly.
But I've never fucking done. Why the fuck would I do that at 4:30 in the morning on a random fucking night?
Well,
during COVID?
That's the issue, though, is that you had altered perception at the time.
No, I didn't.
Right? Yeah, you did, because you're saying so. To experience this, to illustrate, okay. So what I would say is that your experience is 100% genuine, because that's how your mind perceived it. Okay. The issue is that there's a natural. You are not in a vacuum. Okay, and so the way that works is that the way your mind is able to process information. I'm gonna segue into what my explanation is by giving you an example. Did you know that they do medical they do medical procedures to test mood and the ability to control different things like memory as well,
I did know
by
that.
using electromagnetic fields?
I did know that. Yes.
Yeah.
That's part of
Great.
Yeah.
So yeah, that would be like 100% the explanation, like in my humble opinion on that. Like anything that would be super out there, if it's not chemically induced, it would be electrically induced.
Okay.
All right. And
That
so
might
it would
be
still
right.
be something from the outside, like it can be felt like the voice of God is what some people would describe it as too sometimes.
No.
And then you would also have issues like with memory. Your emotional state could be altered because of that. And
No,
then
it sounded exactly like the thing from Tron, and I know what you're talking about because they use that as warfare, but and they're trying to use that as warfare, I should say. But the next morning, being the person that I am, I'm a skeptic. That's why I love this shit. I feel the same way that AJ does when it comes to breaking down things. I try to debunk as much as I can. I can't debunk what the fuck I saw. What I can tell you is the next day when I looked it up, and by the way, we do live in a UFO hotspot. Heartbreak Ridge is a massive UFO hotspot. And
sorry, go ahead.
Hold on. The next day, there was multiple calls to the police and multiple reports of a UFO sighting all over the fucking county.
Okay.
Yep.
And Bucks County is huge.
Was there also an earthquake anytime around then?
Nope.
There wouldn't be an earthquake, but
not that I recall. No. We don't get them much around here.
We don't get earthquakes.
There's a geomagnetic. Sorry, go ahead.
The last earthquake we had was in 2024, 2022, 2023. When was I in Living Green?
Last year, 24.
Yeah, so 2024, and then it was.
Do you know the day or thereabouts?
It would have been between the dates of March 21st and April 23rd.
Of what year? March 21st, you said?
Yes, but that was years after what I saw.
Oh, well, no, I'm asking like the dates from when you saw shit.
It was 2020.
That would have been
one.
So March of 2020. Yeah. So
no, it wasn't March. There was no earthquakes ever around then.
No, that's not why I'm asking the question though.
I actually don't remember the fucking. I'll be honest.
Okay, no, you're okay. You're okay.
Do you have a video from like around that date?
I want to say that you called me and told me around like October 2021. I want to say because I remember
so I was with Jessica at the time, but she wasn't living with me yet. Or no, she was living with me. She had started to be able to go back to her house. She would spend some nights at her house and some nights at my house because the COVID restrictions were lifting. And Anilo came over the next day, and I have a video from like a day after that with Anilo, but I don't know where it's at.
So what day was this?
I gotta mute. I have to send one more clip.
Oh my, John Graber. John.
Never mind, I'm back. John! John! I miss you!
John!
Where have you been?
John!
Where have you been? I miss you so much, dude.
John!
I love you, bro. It's been forever.
Up? What's going on?
It's been forever.
John. Dude.
Even John doesn't like it.
All right.
Even John.
So
no.
Do you want to know something funny?
Good to see you, man.
Roland?
It's great to see you. John, we're going to be talking about... Actually, I have a proposition for you, bro. Because I miss you. And also because I think it might be up your alley. In February, when we do this show, you might actually be the perfect guest for it. Because we were going to go over the Book of Enoch. So let me know if you're interested in talking about the Book of Enoch with us and like other aspects of the Holy Bible in February. So I think you might be the perfect guest for that, considering you're a pastor. And I would like to have your opinion on the Book of Enoch. That's basically the whole thing is opinions on it. So, well, John, you always have an invite. I would like to see you on the show a little bit more too. Miss you. You are always the perfect guest, you sexy motherfucker.
That is very, very true. John, are you on the RG Energy channel or are you on the Roller Romecast channel? Because I haven't seen you in the Roller Romecast chat. What I could do is I could send you the Roller Romecast channel link.
Send him the Discord
come over there.
Can you send him that too?
I can. I can, yes.
Just so John can join us for watch parties when we watch stuff. Absolutely. I sent him the invite, I think. Discord. I don't know how much John uses Discord, but he's pretty hip.
Hold on.
John, I'll say something real fast that's a little bit off topic since you're here. I just went and saw the John Candy documentary, and I got the hat that says, "This hat angers people." It's an Uncle Buck reference, and I feel as though John Graber is probably a fan of John Candy because he's quite the funny guy. I'm Interweb Ike. Sick.
I'm Interweb Ike.
Roman, give me a second. I'm going to finish up